So I just got done muscling through Predator 2018. This movie's awful. It's pretty damn awful on an array of fronts. Oh, hey, careful. Easy, easy, easy. So, small tremor in Illinois. Okay. So the film begins. There's a predator, like we're used to seeing, a kind of normal predator, flying through space, being chased by another alien spaceship that's shooting at him. The first one gets damaged, the first spaceship with the traditional predator in it, crash lands on Earth. Just happens a three-man team of G.I. Joe are doing some narcotics thing where a couple of people have been taken prisoner, and that's your first, I guess, one of several. Like, it's like everything resonates with the old one. So instead of the Predator spaceship from the very first Predator in 87 that Shane Black was in, who wrote and directed this, co-wrote and directed this, instead of just lifting into the atmosphere, listing as a shoot 'em. You know, it's an exciting shoot 'em up with aliens. Oh boy. And then instead of, we gradually meet the, I don't know, I think ultimately they've been described as a SOG unit, Special Operations Group, Special Ops, Spec Ops. Schwarzenegger and his guys from the first one, and it's more gradual as you come along. This one's like bing, bang, boom. And so there's a three-man team. They're doing a narco thing. They're going to rescue two hostages, just like they were going to rescue two hostages in the first one. And then the alien lands, all hell breaks loose. The alien kills a bunch of bad guys. Gets into fisticuffs with our main lead, which is a dude named McKenna. His team gets wiped out. Everybody else there is killed. And various pieces of armor and gear get left behind. He grabs a couple things. This is all taking place in Mexico. He ends up at a bar. He tells a guy, mail this to this. It ends up at his house with his wife and his kid, who he's estranged from, of course. Then a doctor lady, who's a Hispanic doctor lady, of course, gets brought to a lab because of a whole expositional backstory about she's really smart and something. The alien is there. The alien breaks free, kills a bunch of people. And then the McKenna guy, who's like your Schwarzenegger equivalent, he gets put in with a group of half-dozen crazy people who are ex-military, and you get some exposition on how they ended up screwing up their military careers. So it's a group of jagoffs. Oh, God. It's just awful. So the alien headpiece and the arm thing gets sent to the house where the McKenna guy, the Schwarzenegger equivalent guy, his kid has Asperger's. He gets picked on for that from the two boys. Like everything you've ever seen, every beat, every theme, it's all in there. Like just every other single fucking movie anymore. Nothing, tired old shit. Here's some tired old shit in a sandwich. Here you go. This is this movie. So, G.I. Joe and the group of miscreants are on a bus. They manage to escape, link up with the doctor lady, and they go chasing down the Predator. Then the other Predator, who's been chasing the original, like more traditional Predator, who's like an 11-foot tall super Predator, he kills the other Predator, but the other Predator showed up with two dogs, so they end up with like one of the alien dogs. And then they go rogue, and then they kill a bunch of, I'm assuming, mercenaries or somebody. And there's a lot of just shoot them up, and then they end up killing the bad guy Predator. Only everybody gets picked down to McKenna, his kid, and the lady, because you can't kill them. You can't kill the lead, and you can't kill the kid, and you can't kill the woman, and you can't kill a wife when those guys show up there, so she ends up blowing up a guy and surviving. But everybody else is fucking disposable males, so just wipe them out left and right. This is dog shit. This is the bacteria on an undigested corn in a dog shit. This is just awful. Thomas Jane is in this. I like him. The group of miscreants, there's some good actors in there. Their banter is witty and fun. And that's pretty much it. Everything else in this movie is crap. Of course, the nerdy doctor lady becomes super action hero by the end of it. Suddenly, she knows how to fire all the weapons and do all. Oh my god, this is just. It's poop. It's poop of a movie. Some of the visuals look really good. Some of the visuals look really bad, and it's odd. So at one point, Thomas Jane and the other guy have been mortally wounded and they're dying. So they decide to shoot each other simultaneously and put each other out of misery. But the blood effects look awful. Just look awful. And yet, and at one point, the dude's got his intestines hanging out. But then earlier on, at the very beginning, when one of those guys had their intestines hanging out, that was like actual, a practical effect, a practical thing. They put in there looked like intestines, and this was CG, and they looked like shit. Um, Aside from the cleverness, the writing in this is pretty trash. Again, there's some witty banter back and forth, and once you get in with the group of Island of Misfit Toys character type guys, they're fun. They're at least fun. I was enjoying hanging out with those guys. Everything else about this movie is dog shit, and it wrapped inside the enigma of a cat shit, and wrapped inside a mouse fart. I didn't like this movie. Um, I didn't necessarily hate it, which is odd to say, but you had two flaws. Two main flaws at least. One, they had to do everything had to be a recall to either the first one and or the other ones to an extent, maybe the other ones. Jake Busey's in this as a scientist. I am assuming a scientist for 5 minutes, just giving off some exposition. He gets wounded. I don't know that they established that he gets killed, but he gets wounded for sure. Like the last piece, because there's times where I'm just like, so I'd skip forward and then okay, what happened to Jake Busey? So I'd go back. I don't know if they've actually had him get killed off properly, but he was wounded and he's like, don't let it go to this doctor lady. And it's like, what is she gonna do? And then at one point, they're trying to get off the base. She's chasing down with a tranquilizer gun the alien. And it's like, how do you even know that's going to work? And it was just really, really, really dumb. But then later, the traditional alien has come to Earth not to kill us, but to warn us and give us a weapon to defeat the bad guy aliens. And there's this whole thing about evolution in there that's just really dumb. So like Asperger's might actually be the next phase of evolution in human beings. It's like that's not no. And at one point there's a piece of dialogue like, well, specialists believe the Asperger's may be the next evolution of human beings. It's like that's not what they're saying, and you're not understanding that concept. But then the aliens you find out they're experimenting with DNA. So when they go and they fight the baddest, most badass critters from around the galaxy, they take DNA and put it into their own experiment. And so this hybrid alien, the traditional alien from the Predator, who they call Predator more than once, and it's just like is being hunted. So the aliens have like this evolutionary step that they've created in themselves, and so fuck all. It just, but there was too much. We have to have all these callbacks to the previous films, especially the first one. That has to be in there, and it's like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't really at all. They didn't need to do any of it. But then there's social commentary. What was the social commentary in the first one? There wasn't really. And what was it a callback to? There wasn't anything. Two guys came up with an original fucking idea, and it got into the hands of an excellent director and good cast, and they crushed it. And it has been horseshit ever since. The one in Hawaii was kind of middling. The one with Topher Grace was middling. It was okay. It was enjoyable. I was entertained. I wasn't. Everything else is shit, and this is shit. It's got a few redeeming qualities to it. There were parts where I was enjoying myself. when the rest of the story basically isn't even happening, and you're just hanging out with the Section 8 guys. That was fun. It's like, let's just make that the whole damn movie. But another thing I hate about this is you're constantly. So what did I say? Say the old throwbacks have to happen, and then a social commentary, and it's just like, stop. No more social commentary. Fucking outlaw social. Enough of this. Everybody's a victim and bullshit. Just stop. It's every film has to have the same goddamn themes. Enough. Enough. Fucking Hollywood. Stop it. You turd of a place. And people and thinking. And then you just slice through the, our good guys are killing soldiers and killing mercenaries left and right. And at the end, of course, they have to team up, but everybody just gets slaughtered and picked off. Bing, bing, boom. And it's like, that wouldn't happen. Why are they killing each other? And it's just like a Hollywood assumed thing. We just need an action beat, so let's just gun down some random mercenaries. Why are they killing each other? What is any human being in this film? They have no motivation for killing one another whatsoever. And if anything, they should have already been working together, because they should have already been like, yeah, we're fucked. Everybody involved in the third act is aware of the situation. There's a super alien out there that's even harder to kill than the first alien. My God, everybody be cool for 5 minutes. Everybody work together. We're going to need everybody here to kill that thing, because everybody involved knew. Instead, they're killing each other. It's like, no. So this whole disposable henchman thing is just fucking offensive and stupid. Shane Black, man, you fucking twat. You fucking twat. This movie was ass grease. With a few redeeming things. Thomas Jane was in this. And he did a good job, but by and large is like a wasted performance in the. It was shit. It was pure fucking shit. Unlike Predator 2018. Like, subscribe, shove something up your ass. I don't care anymore. I just don't fucking care anymore. Cheers.